Inspiring story of Rosa Louise Macaulay, a quiet woman in a loud world. In 1913, in Tuskegee, Alabama, a girl was born into a divided nation. Her name was Rosa Louise Macaulay. She grew up in the American South, where the color of your skin decided where you lived, where you studied, where you sat, and even how much respect you received. Segregation was written into law. White children rode buses. Black children walked. White families entered through the front door. Black families used the back. Rosa remembered watching Ku Klux Klan marches in her town, men in white robes spreading fear openly. Her grandfather slept with a shotgun nearby to protect the family. This was her childhood, but Rosa was raised with dignity. Her mother taught her to read early. Her grandparents taught her self-respect. They told her, "You are as valuable as anyone." She studied at Alabama State Teachers College for Negroes, one of the few places where black students could receive higher education. Later, she joined the NAACP. She became secretary of the Montgomery chapter. For more than a decade, she worked quietly behind the scenes. She recorded cases of police violence. She helped families who lost loved ones. She supported black citizens who were denied justice. She attended workshops on nonviolent resistance. She studied leadership. She studied courage. She was not waiting for attention. She was preparing for responsibility. Long before the bus, Rosa Parks was already a fighter. The bus that changed America, December 1st, 1955, Montgomery, Alabama, a cold Thursday evening. Rosa Parks finished her shift as a seamstress in a department store. Her feet were tired. Her back was tired. But her spirit was stronger than ever. She boarded bus number 2857 and sat in the colored section, just behind the white-only seats. At first the bus was quiet. Then more passengers entered. All the white seats filled. The driver, James Blake, turned around. He had met Rosa before. Years earlier he had forced her off his bus for entering through the front door. Now he spoke again. "Y'all better make it light on yourselves and let me have those seats." 3 black passengers stood. Rosa did not. She stayed still, not in anger, not in violence, in dignity. Later she said, "I thought about my grandparents. I thought about my people. I thought about injustice. And I knew I would not move." The driver called the police. 2 officers arrived. "Why don't you stand up?" One asked. "Why do you push us around?" Rosa replied. "I don't know," he said, "but the law is the law." They arrested her. She was searched, photographed, put in a jail cell. Her bail was paid that night. But the story did not end there. Word spread fast. Local leaders met. Teachers, preachers, workers, students. They planned something bold. No violence, no destruction, only unity. The Montgomery bus boycott began. For 381 days, black citizens refused to ride. They walked miles to work. They shared cars. They endured threats and arrests. Some were fired. Some were attacked, but they did not stop. A young pastor named Martin Luther King Jr. rose as a voice of hope. Churches became meeting centers. Songs became weapons. Faith became fuel. Finally, in 1956, the Supreme Court ruled segregation on buses was unconstitutional. The boycott succeeded. One woman's decision had moved a nation. A legacy that still moves us. Victory did not bring comfort. After the boycott, Rosa Parks paid a price. She lost her job. Her husband lost his job. They received death threats. They were forced to leave Montgomery. They moved to Detroit, Michigan, seeking peace. But Rosa never stopped serving. She worked for Congressman John Conyers for more than 20 years. She fought for fair housing, for education, for youth programs. She spoke to students. She visited prisons. She encouraged young activists. In 1987, she founded the Rosa and Raymond Parks Institute, helping young people learn leadership. Through history, the nation finally recognized her courage. In 1996, President Bill Clinton awarded her the Presidential Medal of Freedom. In 1999, she received the Congressional Gold Medal, the highest civilian honors in America. In 2005, Rosa Parks passed away at age 92. For the first time in U.S. history, a woman lay in honor at the Capitol Rotunda. Presidents, soldiers, students, workers, millions came to say goodbye. Not to a celebrity, to a conscience. The power of sitting down. Rosa Parks never called herself a hero. She said, "I was just doing what was right. No cameras, no followers, no hashtags, just a choice." A simple moment that became a turning point. She didn't throw a punch. She didn't break a window. She stayed seated. In a world that told her to stand aside, she chose to stay. In a system built on silence, she chose dignity. And that dignity echoed across generations. Today, when people march, when they vote, when they speak up, when they refuse injustice, they are continuing her movement, because history teaches us something powerful. Some revolutions begin with armies, some with speeches, some with protests, but some revolutions start by sitting down, one woman, one seat, one moment. And the world was never the same again. Rosa Parks once said, "I had no idea that history was being made. I was just tired of giving in." Her single act of defiance proved that you don't need a title or a microphone to start a revolution. You just need the courage to stand your ground, even while sitting down. She lived her life as a testament that the struggle for justice doesn't end with one victory. It is a lifetime of service. From the seats of a bus in Montgomery to the halls of Congress in Detroit, she never stopped fighting for the dignity of her people. Thank you for joining us for this journey. If Rosa's story inspired you, hit that subscribe button and share this episode to keep her legacy alive. I'm your host, and you've been listening to History of Leaders 365. New stories, new heroes, every single day. Until next time, remember, your quiet strength has the power to change the world.